Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ice here, and today we're doing another video. Today we're doing a little bit more of an educational one. We're doing the top 5 common mistakes that I see in Trials of the Nine. I've been watching a lot of gameplay, a lot of streams, you know, a lot of stuff for you guys. Anything to make you guys better. So I've been watching some footage some of my friends sent me. Still on that grind, trying to get up to 300, unfortunately. But we'll get there soon, guys. I've got quite a few series planned that should help out quite a large amount. So this could be good. So the first point I've got for you guys today is team stacking, and this comes in a lot of forms. Some are more important than others. This can be a good thing or a bad thing. Often when I see team stacking is when I'll see a team running all hunters, running all warlocks, running all titans, and that's not necessarily the best. You want a good mix of it, guys. You want a good mix. I prefer a certain split. I prefer usually 2 hunters. You know, less is fine, more is fine. But 2 hunters, a warlock, and titan is usually a good mix. 2 titans, you know, I mean, like anything works, guys. Whatever works for you. If it works, it works. But the general split I like to see is 2 hunters, 1 for bow, 1 for blade and gun. Those generally seem to be the combinations that work really well. And then for warlocks, I do like to see the blade come out from them. It's a really good combo with other weapons, or with other ults. My B guys, I might be a little tired, a little sick. Sorry, I'm really off today, guys. I've been going for a while. Another thing I don't like to see is a lot of weapon choices and stuff. But team stacking, you know, just get it out of the way. Figure out, you know, what works best for your team. What can work for you guys? What works for you? But try to have an even split, guys. Try to mix it up. A good variance is always key to a winning team. I know in Destiny 1, unless we were doing carries, we always tried to split up our comps just because the synergies work so well. Bow, blade, bow sentinel. It all works really nicely. I'm sorry, guys, I'm doing horrible. I'm trying out some new loadouts. This auto sidearm. Well, my second point here, guys, being weapon order. Now this sounds a little bit confusing, but it's really simple. It's very similar to team balance. You want to have a good weapon variance within your own loadout, and then within your team's loadout. So what I mean by that is, guys, you want to vary up your ranges. So if you're running a sidearm, you want to run a long range primary. If you're running a long range primary, you know, run a short sidearm or something. I just said that. I'm an idiot, guys. Comment Ice is a retard in the comments. Please, Sue, thank you. But if you're running like if you're running say a scout rifle or something, you know, something kind of crazy. I'm an idiot. If you're running, you know, whatever loadout you're running, try to cover all your bases. You know, your heavy doesn't matter too much. Generally, right now, I take a rocket launcher. Sniper's great if you can one-shot someone, it'll last a little bit longer, but as always, that does require a decent amount of skill, not gonna lie. It can be tough for a lot of players who don't have as much experience. What am I doing? I need to help this guy out. For those of you who don't have a lot of experience, you know, go for a rocket launcher or something, you know, just make it easier on yourself. A kill's a kill, am I right? So with weapon order, and then you want to mix it up, sorry guys, I'm like destroying your ears today, aren't I? With weapon order, what I'm looking for in a general team comp is you want to be kind of spread out with your weapon order. You don't want to have, you know, only scout rifles. Now I know the Might is pretty busted right now, and that is an issue, and right now that would be an acceptable team to run all Midas. I'm doing horrible in this video, guys. But all Mida team is totally acceptable right now, you know. It's broken. If it's broken, play it, you know. No shame in abusing overpowered weapons. So with that being said, let's get right into our third point. Now I want to remind you guys that these are in no general order. as far as importance goes. Oh, I need to pay attention. As far as importance goes, but the third one being the ult economy. The ult economy is something we didn't have to manage too hard in Destiny 1 Trials. It was definitely a tip that improved a lot of people's gameplay by a lot. However, it's not something that will make or break necessarily a game now because of the way it works, especially with 4 players. It's much more flexible this time. That being said, now that you have a marker, as you can see, once I switch out of the weapon changing screen, now you can see up at the top middle you have a nice little ult ready status, indicating who on each team has their ult, who has it ready, who just burned it, who's dead. With that being kept in mind, it's a lot simpler than last year when you would actually have to keep mental timers and things like that. Just be aware of that. Be aware of what ults counter what ults. Be aware of what your team can use to get the most value out of something. I know that something like a bow, a bow can have a lot of value based on how you use it. What is this guy doing? Holy cow. But it can have a lot of value, especially the bows. A lot of times when I see double hunters, I like to see the double bow being run. You can get a lot of value out of it. If the other team pops 2 ults, you know, 1 bow, done, 2 for 1. Just keep a general eye on the ult economy. Be smart about how you use your ults. Hey, free fire. But just be aware, so like you can see I have my sentinel up right now, and I'm probably gonna pop it at this moment because people are idiots and they run straight at me. No, you don't do that, guys. Just if there's a sentinel, you know, don't let them triple kill your team. You know, if they'd had a bow to pop right there, they would have been fine, but they didn't. So that's an unfortunate move on their part. But it is something that did happen. As you can see, it had dire repercussions. I took out 3 of their team players for 1 ult, you know. Well, that said, our 4th point here, coming down to heavy ammo power players. You need to know on your team who is going to be the most effective with heavy. You know, if you're doing a carry, or if you have a player who's a little bit slower than the rest of your players, don't give them the heavy unless, you know, they're just like right there and they need it. Ooh, dang, he just juked me. I'm bad now. I just killed myself. What am I doing? What am I doing, boys? But like I'm saying, be very conscious of who are your power players, who should get heavy ammo, who should not be getting heavy ammo. I cannot hit my melees. $4,000, I swear. I would miss every melee I ever do. So just keep that in mind, guys, as you go through. And then my 5th point is a little more of a specific point. It's a grenade choice, using your grenades. I know they are a little bit longer cooldown than general compared to what they used to be. But keep that in mind. Placement, obviously, you can get quite a few kills. You can get quite a few kills off of correct grenade placement, especially now that you have 4 players. You can kind of split up and just destroy the enemy team with some decent grenade placement, a couple taps from a Mida. You know, it's not too hard to pick up kills, guys. Trials of the 9 is, from what I've seen, very simple this time around. So that being said, guys, I'd like to thank you for listening. My name has been Ice. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.